Hello, all of you all-star monster truck fans. We are out here in the Arizona State Fair ready for an action-packed 6-truck field to tear it up for you guys today. We have 6 of some of the best monster truck drivers in the country getting ready to go absolutely insane. They are going to compete in 2 competitions today. In the best trick competition, there will be 2 hits where they are going to get to do whatever they want in that competition to wow you fans. And then we're going to have Monster Truck Freestyle, in which there's going to be no time limit. These drivers are just going to go out there and do everything they can to do whatever that monster truck will allow them to do. So let's find out who's driving tonight. We have 6 amazing trucks, starting off with Jeff Souza in Kamikaze. Jeff Souza is normally the driver of Enforcer. He's filling in for Paul Jensen tonight. He's from California. He's driven for 2 Extreme Racing, and he is out here ready to rock for you fans in Kamikaze. We also have Rod Wood, the driver of No Problem, who is getting ready to tear it up here at a show that he has been a part of before. He has been the driver of the McGruff Monster Jam truck. He is a local driver, and he is out here ready to burn that No Problem truck down. We also have Identity Theft, who is piloted by the ringleader of Straight Up Racing, Bill Payne. He owns his own monster truck promotion called the Malicious Monster Truck Tour. He's competed for over 15 years. He's also the man who rocks a monster tank. He is out here in Identity Theft, the black and green destruction machine. Then we have Mark Shroeder, another local driver out here from Phoenix. It is Mark Shroeder in the Felon. He has been a driver in the sport for such a long time. He's driven Devastator and the Felon, and he is a guy who you should recognize from any monster truck show you have been to. And then we have the Swansons, kicking off with Eric Swanson in Obsessed, the son of Rick, who has been here before, and you know he is going to tear it up. He's been driving his own truck for a while. Rick Swanson has. That Obsession brand was made by him, and he has been running with it for a while. And then he threw his son into the Obsessed truck to be another monster truck pilot. So, are you ready to see these all-star monster trucks on the track? Kicking off this best trick competition is Jeff Souza in Kamikaze. He is filling in for Paul Jensen, the guy who normally drives this truck. Can't make it out here this weekend, but Jeff Souza, I must say, is a really great replacement to drive this machine. Now again, these drivers will get 2 hits in the best trick competition to do anything they want with that monster truck. It can be a slap wheelie, it can be a bicycle, anything that the truck can do is fair game. He's hitting that car stack. He got a sky wheelie, and he's going to walk a wheelie out of it. The truck bounces as he goes across the track. Now that right there was so crucial to have that suspension of the Monster Jam truck tuned perfectly, because the suspension is what controls how much the truck will move when it bounces or lands. So if you have a good suspension, you will see a truck have a really nice and smooth landing after something like that, and different drivers have it tuned differently. This is his second hit here, going for a sky wheelie. He gets vertical with that truck, and that was a great 2 hits, so his best trick run is over. This donut is just for you fans. He's clearly hyped up, and he wants you guys to be as well, and he's flexing some of that suspension right there to show off what that truck can do. A great run. Kamikaze looking really smooth. The score coming in for Kamikaze and Jeff Souza is a 25. That is an impressive start off to this best trick competition. Next up in the best trick competition, he is looking to dominate. It is Rod Wood in No Problem. Rod Wood has competed here before in his own truck, the McGruff Monster truck, looking to tear it up in this yellow-looking beast. Rod Wood has been a monster truck driver for a very long time. He has a lot of experience in this business. And you can count on him to have a really good 2 hits. He gets a sky wheelie. That truck bounces on the rear 2 wheels. A good hit for No Problem. The score to beat is a 25 by Jeff Souza in Kamikaze. So let's see if No Problem can take that lead. No Problem. Going for his second hit. He wants to get a sky wheelie. A nice little move there. Got some air out of it. The judges have a difficult decision to make here, whether that will take the lead over what Kamikaze did. You can hear that truck rumble by. The score for No Problem is a 16. A good run, but it is not going to take the lead away from Kamikaze. Next up here in the best trick competition, he is ready to rock. It is Rick Swanson in Obsession. You can hear it coming onto the track, and you can see it coming onto the track. This yellow and purple body is a new design and getting ready to rock here in the best trick competition. Lining up for the backside of that stack there. He lands hard on that car. A good first hit for Obsession, but he needs to follow it up with a good second hit to beat what Jeff Souza did. Lining up for a popper here, and he's on the front 2 wheels. A cool move for Obsession. We'll see what the judges think about it. But that was quite the impressive move. Rick Swanson out here doing some damage to the track. The scores coming in from our judges, it is a 22. It won't be enough to take the lead, but that was one impressive run. Next up in this competition, you can see him out on the pit area. It is the Felon, driven by Mark Shroeder. Mark Shroeder typically drives Devastator, but this is the chassis for that truck. Just rocking a different look this weekend. Getting a nice sky wheelie that he's going to land off the backside of that ramp. Tries to walk a slap wheelie out of it. Unable to do so cleanly, but it is still an amazing first hit for the Felon. He's got 1 hit left, fans, so make sure he can hear you, because you can hear all the noise from you guys in the stands. He gets a nice sky wheelie, some really big air. We'll have to see if the judges like that enough to give him the lead. He's pulling off the track now. The score for Devastator's replacement, the Felon, it is an 18. There are just 2 trucks remaining in this best trick competition, and it is time to see Eric Swanson tackle this track in Obsessed. He's coming onto the track so hot we can barely even keep up with him. And he is going to give a quick victory rev for you fans. Going for the same stack that his father did. And he hits it nice and cleanly. A really good hit. He lands a little bit harshly on the side of that track. Hits the protective barriers that are there to defend you fans from any injury. But thankfully that truck and you fans are okay. I think he's lining up for the same thing that his father did here. It's a popper stoppie. That truck on the front 2 wheels, a very difficult for Obsessed. And he's going to set that truck down. An amazing hit. 2 really great hits for Obsessed. I must say, that was a great way to wrap up his best trick competition. So, will the judges give it the lead? We will have to wait and see. Let him hear you, fans. That was a great run. The score for Obsessed is a 28. Your new leader in the best trick competition is Eric Swanson in Obsessed. Last but not least, it is time for the black and green destruction machine. It is Bill Payne in Identity Theft. Bill Payne is an amazing driver. He drives all of his trucks that he owns at different times. He primarily drives his truck Rockstar, but he's out here in Identity Theft today. You never know what Bill's got in store for us when he hits the track. He's got to beat a 28 that Eric Swanson put up. Going for a stoppie, the same move we just saw Eric Swanson do, but he's going to moonwalk it. He's going to moonwalk it up the ramp. Oh my goodness. What an incredible hit for Identity Theft. Bill Payne is rocking right now. But again, it all matters what that second hit is, because if you have a great first hit and your second is not as sufficient, then you may not grab the win. But he's flying around this track, maybe even going for the same hit that he just did. I think he wants to give it a second try here, fans, and he is. He's walking that truck in reverse in a moonwalk. Oh my goodness, Bill Payne in Identity Theft is on the rear two wheels. Oh my goodness, he's sitting that truck there and walking it. He throws it in reverse. Can he save it? Oh my goodness, amazing save from Bill Payne in Identity Theft. If this doesn't take the win, I think we're going to be having a mob scene coming after the judges. The score for Bill Payne in Identity Theft is a perfect 30, as it should be. If we could go higher, you know that we would. An amazing run from Identity Theft, your winner of the best trick competition.
I'm Christopher Allen, a monster truck announcer with 3 years experience. Thank you for attending today's event. You may not know this, but my father and I run a Facebook and Instagram monster truck news and coverage page called Monster Trucking with Jim and Chris. We cover monster truck events large and small all across the southwestern United States, and a couple more distant events like the International Monster Truck Hall of Fame in Auburn, Indiana every November. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. It's Monster Trucking with Jim and Chris. And once in a while, Christopher also records some very exciting monster truck videos, which he uploads to a YouTube account, which you can subscribe from there. We would be thankful for the support. Monster Trucking with Jim and Chris on Facebook and Instagram. Who knows, we might see you at our next event.
Up next, fans, is Monster Truck Freestyle. And kicking it off is Rick Swanson in Obsession. Again, in freestyle, these drivers will have an unlimited time to tackle this course. So let's see how Rick Swanson's going to handle that kind of allowance. He's off to a good start. A nice skywheelie off of that car. Again, freestyle will be judged out of 30. But I hope you all are enjoying this monster truck show amidst the Arizona State Fair, because I know we are. And if you are, then that's all that matters, because Monster Trucks is all about the fair. It's always great to find you guys out here enjoying a monster truck show. And Rick Swanson, a guy who's been surrounded in this so long, knows everything about how to please a monster truck fan. And he's doing it with some donuts. Let him hear ya. Really spinning that truck all around. He's probably seeing some stars right now, but that Obsession truck is still gonna keep running. The All-Star Monster Truck Freestyle Competition. Oh my goodness! And the truck is on its lid. A crazy crash. Obsession with a really good run. That's going to be a good score of a 19. So with a 19 sitting in the hot seat, we have the Felon coming out here, driven by Mark Shroeder. He is kicking off his run right away with a nice little hit. Again, all 6 trucks will be able to just go until they don't want to go anymore, or if that truck won't allow them to. Whether it be like what we just saw out of Rick Swanson in Obsession, who got a 19, flipping over. So you never know what you're going to see out here in freestyle. Rick Swanson started us off strong, and Mark Shroeder hoping to continue strong. He's having a good freestyle so far. He hits the backside of that car stack. You guys better get loud, because they can hear you inside of that truck, and they'll go bigger if they hear you yelling. These drivers are fueled by your excitement, so you better make sure that they can hear that excitement as loud as possible. Even though those trucks are loud, you can definitely be louder. The Felon is really throwing down a good freestyle. He wants to take down Rick Swanson in Obsession. And he's going to try and do a move that Rick Swanson did as well. That's a donut in the same spot. He's trying to one-up the guy who came out one spot earlier. Oh my, a nice sky wheelie. You can see those tires locking up in the air, trying to even that truck out. Don't want to end up on your roof and turtled. Hits that stack right in front of us here, and he's going to keep going around this track. And he's going to call it quits. A good run for Mark Shroeder in the Felon. He puts together a solid freestyle run. The score is a 17. However, it will not be enough lead, so the Felon will pull back to the pits, and he will not have a lead. Next up in freestyle, he is ready to rumble. It is the No Problem Monster Truck driven by Rod Wood. The score to beat is a 19. And another guy coming out and announcing his presence with some big air right away. Rod Wood has a lot of monster truck driving experience, and he is really showing it out here. A good run. The guy normally drives the McGruff monster truck. And a great slap wheelie. He drags that tail. That is something we haven't seen yet in the freestyle competition. That's something to keep in mind as we look forward to the judging. He's trying to keep the flow up, the momentum. It's difficult to have such great momentum on a track like this. There aren't jumps one right after the other. You have to turn around and another slap wheelie. But again, these drivers have the opportunity to make as many hits as they want. It's always interesting to see how they use that time. He crosses over the track without really making any moves there, so that'll hurt his time. But again, it's not like he has a shortened amount of time. He can really do whatever he wants. And another, oh my goodness! The wheelies right now out of No Problem are really, they've been no problem for Rod Wood. Oh my, he went into a donut. He slams it into the car. I'm surprised that his wheels His tires are still intact and not popped, but as you saw, shrapnel from that car flying, and he's really having a good run right now. This very well could take the lead. He's really having a lot of fun. He's throwing a donut all around the track. An amazing run. I believe that is going to be it. Indeed it is. So put your hands together for No Problem. That was a great run, but let's see what the judges thought about it. The judges' score coming in are a 21. That will be your new leader here in the style competition. Next up in freestyle, it is Jeff Souza in Kamikaze, the 4th truck out. There are still 2 trucks to come after him, so we are halfway through this freestyle competition here for the All-Star Monster Trucks, and he's starting it off with the same way he ended his best trick, a donut. Oh my goodness, some massive air from Kamikaze. And he's throwing it into another donut. That truck is flexing all around today. Somebody call Phil Swift because this truck is really having a ball. He's throwing that truck all around the track. I mean, he really wants that win, clearly. He didn't get the win in best trick. He was able to come in 3rd, but just not going to get that win there. So you know he wants some vengeance here in the freestyle competition. Putting up a good fight so far. And even bigger air, just an amazing showing. This Kamikaze truck takes a lot of hits. I mean, Jeff Souza is a very good driver. And oh my goodness, big air right in front of you fans. And he is rocking out in this truck right now. You better believe he is going for that lead. He's trying to take down the No Problem Monster Truck. Again, the lead is a 21 out of 30. So Jeff Souza hoping to take the lead from that. He is looking good so far. Really putting together a good run. This truck is getting beaten down. And I don't think Jeff Souza really cares too much. He's doing a great job. Seems like his rear steer is locked up, but I don't think that's going to stop him. He is going to throw it into a donut, and the truck is on its lid. Oh my goodness! He tried to save it, could not quite get the save. The score for Kamikaze is a 24, your new leader. Up next in freestyle, there are 2 trucks left. It is Eric Swanson in Obsessed. And he's starting off with some nice air right in front of the stands. Oh my goodness. Huge air, quite possibly the biggest air of the night. Obsessed is tearing up this track. He's only a few hits in, and you can tell he's here to play. Eric Swanson may not, like I said earlier, may not be the most experienced driver, but you better believe this kid has learned a lot in his tenure in the monster truck sport. He's taken everything he could and tried to learn from it and become an impressive monster truck driver, and I would say he has done just that. Even bigger air. I mean, the air is clearly present in this run. Kamikaze had some really great flow and momentum, but I think Obsessed is taking the cake for the air that he has been getting. This hang time has been elite. A nice slap wheelie there. We haven't seen anybody get wheelies like No Problem did, but Obsessed is still having a really great time. Oh, I think he's lining up for a popper, and he is. He gets a little popper. Obsessed, a good move, throwing in to his. You got to do everything you can to steal the hearts of these judges, and he is doing just that so far. He is stuck on top of that pad. It seems like The transmission is given out, or maybe not. The truck is back and it is running. The truck was not running for 1 second, but that will be the end of the run. He calls it quits. Obsessed is not going to take the lead. It's only a 23, just shy. But don't go anywhere, fans. There's still one truck left. He has to beat a 24 that Jeff Souza put up. It is Identity Theft, driven by Bill Payne. Oh my goodness, he is hammering it right away. A huge hit in front of you, fans. And Identity Theft is ready to rumble out here in the freestyle competition. 2 hits, and already we've seen the biggest air of the night. Oh my goodness, he's on the left side of that truck, bicycling it. And this guy is ready to take home a freestyle win and a double down tonight. The Identity Theft black and green destruction machine, you know that he is looking to tear it up. Oh my goodness, he dismounts the car from inside of that dirt pile. And he is just tearing it up right now. This truck is not going to quit. And some more huge air. I mean, it's just, there's no question that Identity Theft has come here to play. He's seemingly even outmatching these drivers out here today. He's driving all over the ragged edge. Oh my goodness, this truck is getting thrown around like a rag doll. And even bigger air crossing it over the track, a huge cross thread. And Identity Theft just unrelenting domination here today. Oh my goodness, the truck is going over. Can he save it? Oh my goodness, yes he can. And Identity Theft, a huge save. I mean, what can we say other than this guy is just going for a perfect 30 every time out. Absolutely nuts. And I think he's got one move in sights that he went for in the best trick, and that is a stoppie. And he's doing just that. He sets it down. A great move. Identity Theft is locked and loaded. And he's just cross-threading every single jump. He sees the left wheel comes off. The left rear wheel is off. The truck is done. And that, my friends, is the end of freestyle. And I don't think that you have any question that that's a perfect 30. That is your freestyle winner tonight. So what an amazing show we had out here at the Arizona State Fair. Truly got a beat down. But I mean, just no question that Bill Payne was the star of the show today. I mean, he crushed every single car on the track between his best trick and his freestyle. Just absolutely eye-popping how well he did here tonight. If you didn't enjoy that, fans, well then, I'm not sure if monster trucks is the sport for you, but if you did, you better believe that you can be here for more, because this won't be the last time we're here at the Arizona State Fair. You may not be seeing these exact same trucks, but you'll be seeing some of these drivers again. But thank you everybody for coming, and we will see you guys all next time.